Hello, dear students. I'm going to discuss with you a very important chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. It is a very important chapter because it helps you to solve some very tricky problems. And if you are well acquainted with this chapter, you will be very easily able to solve quadratic equation also. So now let us have a look into this chapter. Everything we have already studied except this pair word. Pair means it is having two. Linear means line. So this pair of linear equation in two variables, let us see what we are going to study in this session. In this session, we are going to define the general form of pair of linear equations in two variables and solve the pair of linear equations graphically as well as stating the condition for a pair of linear equation in two variables to have solutions. So now we know that in everyday life we share one-to-one relationship with each other. Now this is a match going on. The harder the ball is kicked, the farther it will go. And there are five balls and two balls. More balls, more balls. Again, there is a relationship here. As the age increases, the growth also increases. One more example is higher you go, the temperature will be lesser. So these, with the help of these expressions, we are going to learn how we can represent it graphically, these linear equations. Now, one more thing I want to tell that if there are two lines, I'm talking about pair of linear equations. If there are two lines, then two lines will have either of the conditions. Either they will be parallel or intersecting or coincident. Let us have one example which was given in class 9. This man is asking about the taxi fares, and this taxi driver is telling that taxi tariff is equal to fixed fare plus variable fare. He did not tell the exact amount, but he has told some information, and with that, this man should be able to find out what is the actual fare. So he has told that for 10 kilometers, the fare is 115. For 15 kilometers, the fare is 165. With the help of this, let us find out the actual fixed fare and the variable fare. Now, let us have that fixed fare be, let the fixed fare be X rupees and variable fare is equal to Y rupees. Now, with this equation, you all know that fixed fare is fixed always, no matter how much distance you travel. So, what will be the equation? Equation will be simply x and the distance traveled is 10 kilometers, so it will be 10y equal to 115. And another, here also the fixed fare will be same, x plus 15y is equal to 165. And when you will solve, you will get the value of x and y separately, and you can get the amount of fixed fare and amount of variable fare. That was the question earlier. Also, it was asked, and in this chapter, class 10th, also you are having one question related to this, and then very easily you can find out. Now, from this, what do we get? Conclusion: the general form of pair of linear equation in two variables. What do we get? That it is said that pair means two, linear means line, equation means anything equal to some right hand side. So it is then, so let the two equations be a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. This is one line and this is second line. A2x b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So pair of linear equation in two variables we are discussing. Here there are certain conditions which have to be observed. that where A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 are all real numbers, and A1 square plus B1 square is not equal to 0, and A2 square plus B2 square is not equal to 0. Now, some more examples of linear equation I have given to you, that 2x plus 3y minus 7. Here this satisfies that a value of A1 is 2, B1 is 3, and C1 is minus 7. And in the similar way, here the value of A2 is 9, B2 is minus 2, and C2 is 8. In this way, you have to write down the values, and then you can further calculate whatever is being asked to you. I hope you could understand what I mean to say. Now, just I want to show you geometrically. Geometrically, we should very well understand that if whatever the equation is given to you, suppose in this question, the equation is 2x plus 3y equal to 5. So this 2x plus 3y equal to 5 should satisfy any number, and suppose we'll keep some value for x or y, which should satisfy LHS should always be equal to RHS, then only it will be a linear equation. Suppose we have taken 2 points 1 and 1. Let us see if LHS is if these 2 points are satisfying the RHS or not. So 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 is equal to 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, is equal to RHS. So this satisfies LHS equal to RHS, where both the sides are equal. That means it is satisfying, and that will be the solution of the linear equation, and those two coordinates will always lie on the line. This should be very well understood, and we should keep in mind. Suppose let us take one example. We are taking the coordinates 1 and 7. If we will put in the same equation 2x plus 3y equal to 5, if we will put x value of x1 and value of y is equal to 7, what do we get? In LHS, 2 plus 21, it is 23, which is not at all equal to RHS. It never satisfies, so this cannot be the solution of the linear equation. Now, let us take 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 and 7. This coordinate will lie somewhere over here. Is it in the same line? No. So this does not form the, since this is not the solution, so it will not form in the line. This is a very basic concept which we have to understood, that each solution of a linear equation in two variables corresponds to the point on the line representing the equation, or vice versa. Vice versa means if it is the solution, then it will lie in the line, and if it will lie in the line, that means it is the solution. So this was a very basic concept which has to be understood. Now, one more thing has to be understood before proceeding to the questions and graphs. These two equations are given to you. One is the equation having the same variable, and another is the equation having two different variables in both the equations. So if you will have different variables in two different equations, you can never be able to find out the value of x and y. So it can never be the system of linear equation. Only the system of linear equation can be said when the variables will be same. I hope it is clear to you all. Now let us again come to the point which I have told you earlier, that if you are having two lines, then we will have three conditions, necessary three conditions. Either it will intersect, or it will coincide. Coincide means a line having points somewhere, and the other line will also have some points on the same line. That means it will coincide. And the third condition, what it will be, if these two conditions are not satisfied, then the third condition will be that they will be parallel. Now let us once again study what we have studied in class 9, that let us have one linear equation with two variables. x plus y equal to 5. And then we have found out the value. How we have found out the value? By putting y on the left hand side and y is equal to 4 minus x. Then what it will happen? Putting the value of minus x equal to minus 1, what do we get? 4 minus minus 1. That it will become 5. Then value of y is 5. When we have put value of x minus 1, then we got the value of y is equal to 5. In the similar manner, we have put different values of x and got the value of y. Now it is a time for us to plot minus 1 and 5. This is minus 1 and 5. 0 and 4. This is 0 and 4. And 1 and 3. This is 1 and 3. Second coordinate is of y and the first coordinate is of x. So we can similarly plot. Now what it was told to you in earlier, that if x and y's condition are satisfying LHS and RHS, it will necessarily be the solution. So we have put two values and we have seen that x, we're putting x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 1. We have got the answer 5 plus minus 1 equal to 4. Let us see by putting, and we have got LHS is equal to RHS. See, this is 5 and value of x is 5 and value of y is minus 1, and this also is lying on the line. So when LHS is equal to RHS, it will necessarily be on the line. And the second one is x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 2. LHS is not equal to RHS, so the coordinates are over here and this does not come in the line. So from these all things, what do we conclude? That the graph of linear equation will always be in a straight line. Every point on the line will be the solution of the equation which represents the line. Every point which does not lie on the line will not be the solution, as it is mentioned over here, that which represents the line. So necessarily the thing should be LHS should be equal to RHS, and then only it will be in line. Or now let us come to some other things related to this. Now instead of taking one line, we are taking two lines, two linear equations. One is, earlier we have taken x plus y equal to 4 and the other is x minus y equal to 2. The coordinates of this equation we have found out previously. We have taken put it, and the coordinates of this equation, what is this? Y is equal to x minus 2. By putting x is equal to minus 1, what is the value of y? It is minus 3. Similarly, we have plotted the points putting x is equal to 0. We have got 0 minus 2. X is equal to 1. We got 1 minus 1. And the again we have plotted here minus 1 and minus 3. You all know that minus 3 comes over here, and then 0 and 2, minus 2, 0 and minus 2, and then 1 and minus 1. Now let us make another line. These two lines represent these two equations. Now these two equations are representing two lines. Now what else can you conclude from this? Do you see something else than these two things? I hope you could very well understand some. Just think about it. What do you conclude? You conclude that, I hope you could have got this, that this is coinciding, intersecting in 2 points, that is 3 is to 3 comma 1, means and 3 and 1 are the intersecting points. Now one more thing you can see in this. What else do you see in this? that this is said to be a consistent pair. Consistent pair means it has solution. Now, let us see these two equations. Means it has solution, it is intersecting in one point at 3 and 1. Now, one more thing I just want to show you in this, that this equation is of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now, what is a suppose this is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and this is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Then what is the value of a1 upon a2? a1 upon a2 is equal to, this can be written as 1 1 1 1. So a1 upon a2 is 1 upon 1, and b1 upon b2 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So what do we see from this? That a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. This is also one general concept, that when this condition a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then the lines will have one solution, and it is a intersecting line. So I hope you have got this. Now let us come to the next thing. I have earlier said, if the lines are either it will be intersecting, or it will be parallel, or it will coincide. Now let us look into the different type of equations. We have taken two equations: 2x plus 4y equal to 6 and 4x plus 8y is equal to 20. Similar way we have to find out. We'll put here 4y equal to 6 minus 2x, y equal to 6 minus 2x upon 4, and then by putting the value of my x is equal to minus 1, 6 minus 2 into minus 1 upon 4. What do we get? 6 plus 2 upon 4. Then this is, in this way we can all solve this all question values, and we can all the time get the answer. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 upon 4 is 2. In the similar way, we can get the solutions of other coordinates also. By putting the value of x, we will get the value of y. And we have got the answers. Minus 1, when we have put minus 1 is this, and minus 1 and 2. This is minus 1 and 2. 0 and 0.5. This 1 and 2, between 1 and 2 it is 0.5. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. This is 1 and 1. Now, let us come to the second equation. In the similar way, we'll put the values and we'll get the answer. Then minus 1, 3. 0 and 2.5. 1 and 2. And what is these two lines? These two lines have become parallel. These are the solutions of two lines, and these two lines have become parallel. Now let us see the condition involved in this. Earlier also I have said that this will be a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 equal to 0. So what is the value of a1? 2, b1 4, and c1. First we will put the equation in this form: 2x plus 4y minus 6 equal to 0. So what will we see? Minus 6. And in the similar way, a2 is equal to 4, b2 is equal to 8, and c2 is equal to minus 20. So what is a1 upon a2? 2 upon 4. b1 upon b2? 4 upon 8, and c1 upon c2 is minus 6 upon 20. This is 1 upon 2, and this is 1 upon 2. And this is minus, and we'll cut 2 3s are 6, and 2 10s are 20. So what do we see? That a1 upon a2, What do we conclude from this? A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is not equal to C1 upon C2. If this type of condition arises, then what happens? We can say that this type of equation has always parallel line, and you cannot have any you cannot have any solution over here. So it always has a parallel line and no solution. I hope you could understand what I am writing. Now the next thing, just I have made it very clear to you all. No solution, parallel line. This is what you can conclude from here. When the conditions are A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is not equal to C1 upon C2. These are the things which you should always keep in mind. Let us once again recapitulate both the cases, case 1 and case 2, what we have studied right now. In case 1, we have studied that if the lines are of the case A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, then these lines are intersecting lines. They will intersect at one point and they will necessarily be having one solution. That is, they have the consistent pair. Now, in the second case, what have we seen? That if the condition is A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is not equal to C1 upon C2, then it will not it will be parallel line and it will not have any solution, no solution. These are the two cases which we have discussed right now. Now let us come to the third case. Before coming to the third case, I just want to recapitulate once again about this consistent and inconsistent pair. This consistent and inconsistent, consistent means a consistent system of equation has at least one solution. It is not one solution, it is one solution. An inconsistent system of equation has no solution. Means it can have more than one solution. An inconsistent pair means so if the lines are parallel, that means it has no solution. So I hope you can understand very easily what is consistent and what is inconsistent. Now come to the next type of condition. The next type of condition is about the coincident line. Coincident line, x minus 2y equal to 3. X minus 2y equal to 3 and 2x minus 4y equal to 6. In the first line, we have got the coordinates minus 1 and minus 2. So minus 1 and minus 2 are these coordinates. 0 and minus 1.5, this is the coordinate. 1 and minus 1. 1, what is 1? 1 is here and minus 1 is here. And then minus 2 and minus 2.5. Where do we get minus 2 and minus 2.5? Minus 2 is here and minus 2.5 is here. This is our second coordinate, second line's coordinate, this line. Here 2 and minus 0.5. 2, where is 2? 2 is here. 2 is here. 2 is, and minus 0.5 and 3 and 0. So what do we see? The coordinates of both the lines lie on the same line. So such type of lines are coincident lines. Very easily we can see this, and the three conditions what we have, and what are the conditions involved over here? Let us see over here. Now A1 is equal to we'll just write a1 x minus 2y minus 3 equal to 0, and here 2x minus 4y minus 6 is equal to 0. a1 is equal to 1, b1 is equal to minus 2, c1 equal to minus 3. Now a2 is equal to 2, b2 is equal to minus 4, and c2 equal to minus 6. What do we see? a1 upon a2, 1 upon 2, b1 upon b2, minus 2 upon 4, and c1 upon c2 is minus 3 upon minus 6. So here also we will get 1 upon 2, minus minus will cancel. Here also we will get minus upon. So what have we concluded? That here a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Such type of equations, when there is such type of condition, then the lines will be coincident and will have infinite solutions. So I hope you have understood. Now, one thing now, let me recapitulate over here that x minus 2y, just now I have told, I want to, these type of pairs are called dependent pair, infinite and has infinite solutions and are having coincident lines. So I hope you have got through this. Now just to recapitulate these all things, before recapitulating, I want to tell you what is dependent pair. Dependent system of equations has infinite solutions. They are dependent on each other. They have infinite solutions. Now, just recapitulating under one table, take your pen and pencil and write down, and so that you may not forget. Make a line table, write down the pair of lines, graphical representation, algebraic interpretation, and here are the conditions and the type of the equation. If equation should be of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. We have taken two pair of lines, x plus y minus 4. Earlier we have taken the same lines in the and studied x plus y minus 4 equal to 0 and x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. What did we get the result? Intersecting line. And we had exactly one solution. And what have we got? That a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, and these type of lines are called consistent lines, having at least one solution. Now, talking about the other lines, 2x plus 4y is minus 6 equal to 0, 4x plus 8y minus 20 equal to 0. They will have parallel lines, no solution, and the condition involved is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Such type of equations are called inconsistent type of equations, not having any solution. Now, talking about the third type of lines, and let us take the basic thing what we have to keep in mind. Any equation in the given in any form, we have to first bring the equation in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and we have done the same thing over here. And then what did we see in earlier previously we have solved the same equations, and what did we get? We have got coincident lines, infinite solutions, and then a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, and these lines are called dependent lines. Now, I'm just letting us to know exactly what do you conclude. This is a sort of homework for you. I'll just discuss and let you know in the next session what have you got your answer. What you have to do is you have to find out which of the following pair of linear equations are consistent and inconsistent. You very well know the condition which is inconsistent having parallel lines, and parallel lines condition should have a1 upon a2. Inconsistent means it should have no solution. No solution means a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Where such type of equations are there, then it is inconsistent. So you have to see, you have to put each equation first of all in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and then you have to find out a1 upon a1 in value of a1 a2 b1 b a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2, and see in which condition does it satisfy, and then you have to find out whether it is consistent or not, and if it is consistent then you have to obtain the solution graphically. Now I am taking one question here. Draw the graph of the pair of the equation 2x plus y equal to 4 and 2x minus y equal to 4. Write the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the y-axis. Children, y-axis, what does this y-axis mean? Y-axis means x equal to 0. This thing, first of all, you have to keep in mind. This was the first thing which was given very important over here. And the second thing is we have to write the vertices. So in writing vertices, first of all, what do we know we have to do it? Given equation is 2x plus y equal to 4. So first of all, we will just find out the value y equal to 4 minus 2x. We will make the table and we will find out the coordinates x and y. Putting a value of x equal to 0. What do we get? 4 minus 2 into 0 is 4. So we have got the value 4. Then we will put the value 2. And what do we get? 4 minus 2 to the 4. What do we get? 0. Now let us take the second equation. It is 2x minus y equal to 4. Again we will bring into this form y we will take that side, 2x minus 4 equal to y. Now what it will happen, same type of table. This was earlier told to you in class 9 also. X, y. Then we have put the value 0. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 4, so we have got the value minus 4. Again we will put the value 2. So what do we get? 2 to the 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. So first, what important thing you have concluded that these two equations had one common point. So it will intersect. You can very easily say that these lines will intersect. First thing you have got this. Now let us see graphically. These are the points which we have plotted, that 0, 4 and 2, 0. See, let us see. I have made a Cartesian plane. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. 0, 4, 0 and 4. This is this point. 2, 0, 2, 0 is this point. Again in the second equation we have got the point 0, minus 4 and 2, 0. Then we have plotted 0, minus 4 and then 2, 0. Then we will try to make a line. So what do we see? That this is the type of triangle formed. This is the type of triangle formed. Now the main question arises from here, that write the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the y-axis. So now this much we have done. Now what we have to do, we have got the vertices over here. After getting the vertices, now we have to find out the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle, what it is, along the and the y-axis. So along the y-axis, let us suppose this may be A point, and this is our C point, and this is our B point. So what will be the area? This is a right angle triangle, we can very easily see. Then this will be along the y-axis, means x is equal to 0. So this is our y-axis. So uh, it will be area of triangle ABC will be half into AC into OB. So it will be half into 8 into 2 is equal to 8. Or simply also we can calculate, suppose it is there on the y-axis. So what we have to do? This y-axis we can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 we have got 8. Or in this way, this is the exact. So children, let us move to the NCERT questions. NCERT exercise 3.2. First question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solution graphically. The graph, how we have studied earlier, the same type of questions are there. 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than number of boys, and the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz, we have to find. So now what we have to do, we are having two conditions. First condition is 10 total students are 10 students. So what we have to write is solution of the first question. Let the number of boys be x and number of girls be y. So first thing is, what do we get? 10 students of class 10. 10 students of class 10 means x plus y is equal to 10. First equation we have got. And about the second equation, what do we see? If the number of girls is 4 more than number of boys. So what do we get from this? Number of girls is y, is 4 more than number of boys. So we have got this equation. Two equations we have got. And with these two equations, we are going to plot a graph. First thing is x plus y equal to 10, and this is already in the form y is equal to 4 plus x, and this also we will convert is y is equal to 10 minus x. Now these two equations we have got equation 1 and equation 2, and then we will have the similar type of table what we have framed. For this we will frame the table. For the first question we will frame the table. Let us make the table. X and y. X. X when it is, what equations we have made? Y equal to x plus 4, and the second one is y equal to 10 minus x. First equation is this and second equation is this. By putting first equation y is equal to 10 minus x, what do we get? If we'll put value of x is equal to 2, then what do we get? Y is equal to 8. Then y equal to x equal to 5. Then what do we get? Y equal to 5. Then if we'll put x equal to 0, then we will get y equal to 10. Now, in the similar manner, we will make this table for the second equation also. This is for the first equation and this is for the second equation. Second equation, if we'll put the value x equal to 0. Then what do we get? Y equal to 4. Then if we'll put x equal to 2, then what do we get? Y equal to 6. And then if we'll put x equal to -1, then what do we get? We get y equal to 3. These are the coordinates what we have got. Now let us see how we can plot it graphically. First we have got 2 and 8. So we'll just simply plot it. One more thing we can see, and this is only just a help for you all. You can just simply, in your rough work, you can just find out whether it is intersecting or not, simply by solving. This is your rough work, what I am telling. It is a not in the pair form. You can write y equal to x plus 4. You will write first the equation in the ax plus by c form. X plus y minus x is equal to 4. Y plus x equal to 10. And what do we get? 2y equal to 14. Y equal to 7. So what coordinate did you get over here? 7. Y equal to 7. And then talking about x also, putting the value 7 over here, what do you get? 7 equal to x plus 4. 7 minus 4 is x equal to 3. So when you are getting unique, means you are getting the value of x and y. That means the condition, the lines are intersecting lines, and you are getting the unique solution. This is your rough work, what you can do it. Now you have got one thing clear in your mind, that this is a unique solution. Now let us do it graphically also. Plotting the points. First point is 2 and 8. 2 and 8. You will further proceed to 6, 7, and 8. So 2 and 8 will be somewhere over here. 2 and 8. 5, 5. 5 and 5. This will be somewhere here. And 0 and 10. 0 and 10 will be somewhere again on the top of it. It will make the line over here 9 and 10. So 0 and 10 will be somewhere over here. So what this is all. If we'll draw it in a proper with a scale, you will have a linear line. Now let us see to the next equation. We have got other points also. 0, 4. 0, 4. 0, 4 is our this one, this point. And then 2, 6. 2, 6. And then -1 and 3. -1 and 3. So this is our point. So what do we see? That this is 7 now. So the point where it intersected is 3, 7. So this was just a verification of your coordinates. Suppose sometimes children may do something graphically wrong. If they have calculated this in their rough work, they can very easily verify that their graph and everything is correct and their answer is also correct. So in this way, we will draw it graphically, and we will write that both lines intersect at point 3 and 7. This is all how we have done the first push part. Now let us come to the second part. Second part says, five pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost rupees 46. So now again the same thing, we have to make the equation. So what we have to do is, we will write simply let the cost of one pencil let the cost of one pencil be rupees X and one pen be rupees Y. This we have to write it. Now let us look into the question. Five pencil. Five pencil means 5x. And seven pens means 7y. Cost together rupees 50. This is our first equation. Now the next equation is 7 pencils and 5 pens. 7 pencils and 5 pens. 7 pencils means 7x. 5 pencils is equal to, what do you get? Rupees 46. This is our second equation. Now one thing again we will see whether it is intersecting or not. We can see with that method only. We'll just get through the solution and we can do it in our rough work whether we are getting the value of x and y. This is our rough work. We examiner don't need this type of only they need you to find out the value, put it in the proper form of the equation and then draw a proper graph. So let us make the table. That is the essential part required to be here. So the table formed is, for the first equation is, what we will do, we'll write 7y is equal to 50 minus 5x. Y equal to 50 minus 5x upon 7. This is what we have got. Now, what we have to do is x and y. Now, we have to put the value. Let us put the value x is equal to 3. When we will put x is equal to 3, then what do we get? 50 minus 15 upon 7. So, what answer do you get? You get the answer 5. Now again, let us put the value 10. 50 minus 5 tens are 50. What do you get? 50 minus 50 is 0. 0 upon anything is 0. And let us put the third value as minus 4. Minus minus plus. So minus 5 into minus 4 is 20. 50 plus 20 is 70. 70 tens are 7 tens are 70. So answer is 10. So these are the 3 points coordinates which we have got from the first equation. Similarly, this is from the first equation. Similarly, we will do the same process for the second equation also. For the second equation, what we will do is, we will write in the same manner, 5y is equal to 46 minus 7x. Then y equal to 46 minus 7x upon 5y. And then again we will make the table, which is an essential part of the question. X, y. Now, putting the value of x equal to 8. Then 7 8 is 56. What do you get? 46 minus 56 is minus 10. 10 minus 10 upon 5 is minus 2. Then we will put x is equal to 3. Then what do we get? 7 3 is 21. Now 21, 6 minus 1 5 and 4 minus 2 is 2 and 5 5 is 25. So by putting x is equal to 3, what do we get? We get y is equal to 5. Now we will keep x is equal to minus 2. Then for minus 14 you will get, and we will get the value as 12. Now we will see what type of graph it will become. So what type of graph it will become? We'll just plot and see. First 3 and 5. 3 and 5. 3 is over here and 5 is over here. 3 and 5. 10 and 0. So 10 will be somewhere. We'll proceed the line. 6, 7, 8, 9 and somewhere 10. 10 and 0. 10 and 0 will be somewhere over here. Then the next is minus 4 and 10. Minus 4 is here and we will just extend the line. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So it is minus 4 and 10. Minus 4 is over here and we will just go here and then we will get minus 4 and 10 somewhere over here. This is minus 4 and 10. Now in the similar way we will proceed to the next equation. We'll just draw a line. Minus 4 and 10, 10, 3, 5 and 10, 0. In this way we have got the line. Now the next is 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2. 8 is over here and minus 2 is over here. So we'll get here 8 and minus 2. 3 and 5. 3 and 5 here. 3 and 5. You can from here itself also you can see 3 and 5 and 3 and 5 are common. So this 3 and 5 you can see that this 3 and 5 are the coordinates where the line will intersect because these are the common points. So 3 and 5 we have got. 3, 5. Then the next is minus 2 and 12. Minus 2 and 12 again it will go little bit further. 11 and 12. Minus 2 and 12 will be somewhere here. Minus 2 and 12. Now we will plot the line. Minus 2, 12. 3, 5. And 8, 8 minus 2. So what do we see? That these 2 points meet on the line coordinate 3, 5. So this is also an example of intersecting line which has a unique solution. In the similar way, you can draw as many graphs. The method of solving is the same and you know the conditions also already. So practice this exercise well and thank you for this session. We'll be here in the next session with the algebraic form. Thanks.